Well, good morning, guys. YouTube, people, world, whoever's, wherever's. What I got set up? Nope. Not to go camping. Well, not yet. But had to take the dirt bikes and the Yamaha out of the trailer because we were under evacuation warning. So potential to evacuate from the fires. So anyway, got everything in the garage so that we could take the trailer. Flew in yesterday afternoon. Yeah, so just trying to charge a battery. I don't know what it's saying. It's saying no battery because anyway, flew in yesterday, got in about 2:30 and ended up having to have a Lyft driver drive me up pretty far for, anyway, because of the fires out here. So landed at the airport and from there it was just work. So landed at the airport, Ontario, California, IA. And as I was flying over, a rabbit leg, a rabbit foot. Anyway, or a cat foot. As I was flying over, you're able to see the fires, the plumes, all the nastiness that's happening in those mountains right there. You can still see the fire. Oh yeah, you can see a lot of the fire. It's pluming pretty good. I want to say that's about 35 miles away, but it was down on top of the backside of this hill, I believe, from what people were sending pictures. So rushed home, had to go help the in-laws get some of their stuff figured out, and then came home, unloaded the toys out of the Toyhauler, and then tried to get it out of here. But because the skid steer doesn't move, I had to do some stupid stuff and had to cut some big branches up here so that it wouldn't go through the trailer, a Toyhauler. So I was on a ladder cutting branches and stuff. And basically had to air up the tires on these because when I mounted them on the wheels, I just put them at 60, so I put them at 75 yesterday. Hooked up the trailer. You can see all these pine needles and stuff from the tree because I tried to go out. It wouldn't make it. But yeah, got the trailer hooked up. And Yep. But everything for the most part works on the trailer. Yeah, I mean, just everything works. It probably just needs a new roof. The roof has been falling off because the previous owner had the roof repaired. And when I got it, it was all clean and new on top. And been noticing bunch of like rubber stuff coming off the roof. Like they didn't prep it when they cleaned it or something. So it's all this right here. It's all the roofing. It's like that's a paper towel. But yeah, it's all this roofing stuff right here. And paper towels. But yeah, they didn't do it right. Whatever they did, they didn't do it right. But the plan was to obviously leave all this in the garage, hoping insurance would cover it all, which they probably won't. Probably would barely cover enough for my tools, let alone toys. But yeah, it's gonna leave the car because that's fully insured, and I was gonna take the wife's car, the truck, and then just leave everything else, let it all go, I guess. But it didn't come over here, not yet anyway. I don't think it will. I think the forestry and fire department, all that, I think they'll pretty much keep it away from here. I would hope anyway, but just got it hooked up just in case. I think today I'll probably just add water to it. But yeah, it was a long flight. I had to get up at 3 in the morning. I was supposed to land at 12:40 p.m. and ended up not landing until almost 1:13, I think, is when I landed. And then yeah, it was a nightmare. I was pretty pooped yesterday. By the end of the day, I just, like 8 o'clock, I just went to bed. Went to sleep. I was over it. Look at this bird too. Bird. Okay. But anyway, guys, yeah, so I'm up there in Idaho, Boise, Idaho. I'm actually working now in Ontario, Oregon. Well, working in Parma, Idaho, but our job briefing is in Ontario, Oregon. So let me tell you, there's some weird people over there. But yeah, anyway, so I'm over there. I went to a different job back towards Stockton. Because I believe I am getting a manager job. It's nothing official yet, but managers over there and big bosses over there said I got the job, but I haven't even had an interview yet. But everybody that's doing the interview and everybody that's does the hiring, they've already said I've got the job. So what I did is I bid a truck driver job over there, so I'll be working in Stockton so that they can cross-train me better, I guess, quicker. So I'll be working as a truck driver, but doing manager stuff, I guess. Getting everything, computer all set up, credit card set up, hotel card set up. I guess they're going to go through and do all that stuff so that when it becomes official, I can just transfer in rather than having all that delay time doing all that my first 2 weeks or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know. These are assumptions. But yeah, I think they want to get a jump start on me getting in there, so that's the plan. So I gotta call my manager now and tell her, or ask her if she'll let me go up there for one day and leave to my new job as a truck driver, and hopefully she'll do it. So there's a lot of arguing right now on that gang, a lot of conflict, but hopefully they'll get it all worked out. I don't have any conflict. The one guy just messed up on my travel mileage, paid me for driving instead of flying's less, so I got too much money, so I had them fix that because I don't want too much money from the railroad, because they'll come take it when you don't have money. So I wanted it fixed before I got paid, basically. So they fixed it, but so I don't have any issues. Just got some new hired kids that are learning, and they both have told me that they've learned more since I got on that group than they've been on that railroad. So a couple of them been there, or one of them has been with the railroad for a year, another one's been there for 2 years, and I've been letting the kid that has 2 years, I've been letting him run equipment and stuff, and like he's real appreciative and like just blown away that I'm letting him do stuff, letting him learn, basically. That's all I want. I want people to learn, so this way when, I get older, I'm already old, but when I get older and more broken down, that hopefully I'll leave a good impression on these younger guys, that they'll take care of me, when I can't swing a hammer and do all that stuff as good as I can do it now. So that's why I do it. I try to look out for the younger generation so that they can take care of me when I get older, basically. So the golden rule: treat people how you want to be treated. So try to treat them pretty good. Teaching them a lot of stuff that they haven't learned. Like they didn't know how to cut rail, they didn't know how to cut track. So I was like, let's go, get on the saw. And nope, you're doing it wrong. Cut it like this. Quit cutting on top, and drilling for bars and stuff. So they didn't know a lot of stuff, but they're learning. They learned a lot, which is cool. Makes me feel a little happy, I guess, that I'm able to teach people. So who knows? My job, if I catch the manager, as long as I don't get fired for fighting, stealing, embezzling, and I guess like racism stuff, EEO stuff, which I don't think I will, because I would like to say I'm pretty biased. And bias is the new thing that everybody's doing, but I work good with everybody. Some people are lazier than others, but some people are, more gung-ho. That's just the culture. That's just the way people are. So, I don't know. I roll with the punches. So, if like we have as I call my brother, an older, darker brown person. I don't know. That's what he calls it. And me and him are like best buds. It's my brother. So. Guy's super cool. He's an older guy, 60 years old. He does what he can. He helps out on the group, my old group, I should say. And yeah, so, and he's always told me, thanks for treating me like, like one of the guys, whereas he goes to other places because of his age and because of his darker tone. He says he gets discriminated, and came to my group and he fit right in. Just, hey, grab me this, grab me that. He can't swing a hammer like I can swing a hammer. So yeah, so I just take people for the way they are, what they can do. I'd rather get a little help out of somebody than no help out of somebody by making them mad. So if you can get a little bit out of somebody, that's less I have to do. That's how I look at it. So I don't treat people bad, because then they can shut down on you, and that's more work you got to do. So I try to keep people's morales, way up top. That's just the way I've always done it. My old previous job, I've always done it like that. Because when you start breaking people down, it just causes more work for you. So, but anyway, so he's a good close friend of mine, and so if I get that manager job, he'll be working under me, and obviously can't show favoritism, but I don't show favoritism to anybody. I just work with what I got, I guess you could say. But anyway, so those are the only ways you can get fired is if you lie, cheat, steal, basically the 7 commandments. And I don't do any of that stuff. I don't lie on my reports. I don't cheat on my reports. Some people will keep stuff for the last day so that they can leave early. I don't do that. I turn everything in, and people, since I've been on the railroad, they get mad at me for doing that, because if you do so much work, I turn it in that day. And some people will turn 3/4 of it in, save a quarter, production. Then at the end of the week, then they'll turn all that quarter in, and then they turn that in. But I don't do that. I don't think you get fired for it, because the work still gets done. Work is still getting reported, but yeah, so those are basically the ways you can get fired. So I don't plan on getting fired, because I'm as honest as they come, and as honest as they can be. Yeah, stuff I don't know, stuff I don't realize, but that's just not knowing. But anyway, guys, I'm getting off on a tangent, but hopefully I get this manager job, so I can stop breaking my back so much. But anyway, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But I don't know what I got planned for this week because of this whole fire situation. My plan was I was going to get an extension cord for the kid's car so he can charge it, and I was going to start tearing this car apart. And then I was going to take the Yamaha out for a good ride, and then the dirt bike I had planned for Friday or Saturday to take it out, but that's all coming, I don't know, to a halt right now because of this fire. So we're just on standby. And I don't want to take the car apart, and then if the fire comes and takes the car out, then they could say, I don't know, I don't trust insurance companies. They could say that, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it complete. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I'm bummed because my whole week of working kind of got screwed because I knew this fire was 600 acres, and I knew this fire was going to take off. They were focused on another fire that has real tall mountains that was just going to peak and burn itself out, but it has taken out some homes. But this fire was 600 acres, and I was thinking they better put that fire out because that fire is going to take off. And within one day, I think it went almost 25 to 30,000 acres in one day, whereas the other one was like 22,000 acres, and this one went from 900 to like 32,000 acres. So it tripled whatever those ones were doing. But I was thinking to myself, they better get on that one. I've lived out here long enough to know how these fires go. So anyway, guys, I gotta go to the dentist and go do a checkup at the doctor. And hopefully the fire doesn't come, because I'll have to come back. And if the fire comes through here, we can't get to this. And it was all a waste of my time. But, alright, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you guys do. Keep being you. Later, guys.